Alright guys, I'm interrupting this week's episode. It's an ad. I've got to promote myself, don't I? But we'll get back to it in a minute. Come on down. Get yourself some merch. It's available in store. If you're overseas, shoot me an email at info@ebtpakenham.com.au. We'll be able to sort something out. I've got both of the t-shirts back in stock. The beanies, the crew necks are on their way. And there's a couple other secret things in the pipeline, going to be ready for summer. You're not going to want to miss them. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Share it with your buddies. It only takes you a second and it helps me out tremendously. I really appreciate all you guys watching. So let's get back to cranking out another high horsepower build. Let's get to it. Welcome back to EBT Performance Pakenham, the home of Squid Speed Shop. Today I've got something quite different. It is shop infrastructure time. That's what's going on today. So, I've had this place nearly a year now, and I am sick and tired of the computer setup for the dyno. For anybody with institutional knowledge like me and a keen eye for efficiencies, this setup is super frustrating. But why is it frustrating? Well, essentially I have one computer here that is running the dyno. Then I have another computer down here that is running the tuning software, which means it's a complete and utter ball ache to transfer data from the dyno to the tuning software. It's got to be all done mentally in my head. So whoever set it up, being too cheap with the computers or just didn't know any better, there is a much better way of doing it, and that is making a computer that's powerful enough to run the dyno and the tuning software live at the same time, having it up on two monitors, one keyboard, one mouse. All the data can coexist, can co-populate, can be happy, and I don't have to hold 1,000 numbers in my head all day. And what that does is increase efficiency. With all of the new bikes having so many more parameters to tune, any little thing that I can do for efficiency is a cost saving, means I'm going to stay in business longer, so I can keep building as many fast bikes as you let me. So what has happened in the background for this video is that, well, I've been editing a bunch of YouTube videos at home, a lot. So that means the home computer rig has been upgraded just to help more efficiency-based stuff, trying to get these videos out for you. The next step is the hand-me-down parts from that PC to pull out, put together another computer, get all of the software, all of my files, all of my maps, all of my hard work transferred onto that computer. That's where I'm at currently. I've still got some files transferring. Then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this down a little bit, start mounting these monitors where I need them, and install the new computer. The extra bonus to that is one of these hand-me-down computers goes into powering the office, because the office laptop, she needs a little love. Feel free to follow along as I struggle putting together this two-screen mounting arm system. We'll get there. It'll be all right. Here are the parts for my new dual monitor arm mount setup. Looks pretty simple, should be all right. The biggest flaw with the setup is, for me, the way I'm mounting it. The included hardware to mount the base won't work out, so we've got a lovely black Harley-Davidson bolt that'll be doing the work for us. I'm still just waiting for data to transfer, and then I'll start pulling apart these computers. Alrighty, I've still got shit going on, but it's time to start pulling this thing apart. We'll see how we go. You boys have no idea how long I've wanted to do this for. Every single dyno tune that I have done, all I've been thinking is, there is a better way. There is a better way, a more efficient way, an easier way. No, it really would irk me, it'd bother me that this is how it was set up for so long. And that they thought this was a good idea. And it's like, I'm no IT guy by any stretch, but I know enough about how to put it. I know enough about how to put a computer together. I know enough about what specs mean. I have a good idea of, you know, what tech is out there, at least for dyno tuning and what would make my life a hell of a lot easier. And especially because I had implemented a bunch of these things at Harley Heaven. The fact that I didn't have them here drove me absolutely nuts. Should check what size these are so I can get a tool. And lucky for me, I was going to drill a hole in this beautiful setup, but there's already holes in it, luckily. Just so happened that the mount setup that I bought fits perfectly. Almost like I planned it, but no, this one was all luck. It's like, I've got no idea how long this is going to take. But I just thought I'd bring you along, show you what was happening, because why not, really? That's the thing. I'm just here. I know it's like 6:30 at night. I wasn't doing anything tonight anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. So, Monday night. Yeah, that should work. That makes sense. Get these guys out. Then the big thing is, and the strangest thing I've got to work out is how to get the original stands off. I'm sure there's somebody who knows something about computers that is just saying, oh yeah, you just do this, you just do that. But I got no idea. So I'm just going to keep pulling stuff apart until I see what I need to see. And I'm still over here copying more files. But I'm gonna have to Google how to disassemble the monitors. Well, I had to pause you guys. YouTube video's cold. We figured out how to disassemble the screen. Way more effort than I anticipated, but we've got one done. Yes, that's going to work. That's going to look good. Now I've just got to wait for this other computer to sort of shit out. looks like it's going to be a hot minute. Gonna sneaky swap over some screens. An old RGB cable. Man, computers haven't used these in a very long time. We get this guy out. I'll just get you guys back into frame. You can see me bloody messing about. What am I doing? Oh, it's better than nothing there. And sorry, I don't have a ton to talk about, fellas. It's I'm just doing this after a long day. I just wanting to get the shop right. This computer stuff is a little bit frustrating. It never works the way that you want it to, or at least for me, because I'm not super familiar with any of this. But I just like having a go. That's really what it is. I just simply like having a go. And I mean, I'd definitely rather it go right for me, considering I've got a dyno tune at 8:30 tomorrow morning, so I'd really like this all up and running for that. And all I'm doing at the minute, I'm separating the backing plate from the screen itself, which is always a little bit scary, because I don't want to crack my screen. Don't have to buy another one. But at the end of the day, I really want it on these mounts, because I think it's going to be a way better experience for me every day at work. And that's what a lot of us have to think about in your day-to-day. That's why I buy nice tools, or at least where I can. You know, it's nice to buy, you know, nice kitchen appliances. You know, you buy the nice barbecue. Everything that you interact with on a daily basis, in my opinion, is worth, if you can, if it's in your means, buying something, you know, nice or quality, or something that fits what you're trying to achieve. I mean, I use this dyno setup every day, and so I'd really like it to work the way in which I want, to feel the way that I want. That's then out. Then I get to crimp him back together. Now, I did that one in about a third of the time of the first one that I did off camera, trying to work it all out. But I'm happy with that nonetheless. And so now what I'm doing is I am installing the attachment to go onto the new arms. I believe they call them, oh, I've got no idea what they call them. Starts with V. Vega mount, Versa mount. Someone in the comment sections that knows more about office equipment than I do, go for it. Let us know what they're called. I'm just doing the best I can for a spanner spinner. I know enough to get into trouble. Building a new computer wasn't a problem. I'm super excited for that to make the editing side of things way easier. New screen back in its place. Or it's forever home. And supposedly I can adjust the height a little bit, make them sit a little bit more even. That's already looking a lot better. Go and have a look. So that was the point of it, was to get both of my screens up here. I'm going to have one keyboard and mouse going, the dyno controls, and I'm going to piss this all off. Oh, it's going to be so great having everything on one computer. So I've run out of time to make it perfect. That's tonight's project. But there we go, look at it. It's all set up. It's all looking great. I've got to piss all this off, clean up some wiring, and get rid of this world's most uncomfortable chair. I cannot stress enough how much for the last year this setup has frustrated me. It makes zero sense. Absolutely zero sense. Especially tuning with Dynojet. You want all of that on the same computer so it shares data. Some of the other tuning softwares, it's not so important, but it's still really nice to be on the same keyboard. You know, just darting from screen to screen, rather than having to look up, move this screen, go to this keyboard, and swap all the time. I can see why they had a chair in here, because data entry just takes way too long with this setup. For me, the setup was okay. Especially if you're self-taught, you don't know any better, you know, you stumble upon your way. It was fine, it worked. I tuned over 150 bikes this year using that setup. But for someone with as much institutional knowledge as I do, I know there was a better way. I've used a better way. I had a better setup at Harley-Davidson. So now I have this thing in the beta form of what I want. I'll tidy up some cables. I've still got to set up all of my tuning interfaces on my dash, but it's there. So now I'm going to finish this video so I can tune a bike this morning with the new setup. I'm excited, guys.